Everybody, I'm Zoe DeVito, and I'm the Development and Partnerships Manager here at VIA. I am drinking some lovely jasmine tea this morning, and the reason I'm here is because it was my idea to have this event. I just love seeing you all. When the pandemic started and we all had to start working from home and we stopped going out so much, I said, wow, I miss everybody. So that's why we're here today, and we have these events so that we can see each other and have that relationship. So Diane, why don't you go next?
Well, I've drank coffee, but I'm done with that this morning. But I really appreciate being invited to these meetings because it's nice to meet everybody, at least remotely. And I'm interested in what progress VIA is making. And I think you all do such a great job. So I enjoyed attending. Thank you.
Thanks, Diane. We're so happy to have you here. Debbie.
Hello, I am Debbie, and I am drinking my Earl Grey and honey as always. And it's wonderful to see everyone. I am a writer of VIA, and I'm also on the VIA board, and just a VIA champion. Whatever I can do, I want to do it because I love VIA too, Diane.
Thanks, Debbie. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being our board member. Hey, Aiko.
Hi, everyone. My name is Aiko. I'm a development coordinator at VIA. And this morning I'm drinking some peach oolong tea, which makes the good iced tea as well. Well, the reason I'm here, I really like this event, and I really like to get to see your face. Usually I don't really have a chance to get interact with our clients or the people, especially after Corona. So it's a very special opportunity. Even in online, I feel very connected. So good to be here.
Thank you so much, Aiko. Hey, Jeanette.
Hi, everyone. So this is my first VIA coffee or tea time. Sorry, I'm having coffee. Yeah, I'm from Boulder County Public Health, and I'm a resource coordinator / contact tracer. And my boss actually forwarded this email with the VIA invite. So I'm really glad that he sent that to me. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to just, hearing any information that you all have about the community and just getting connected with those resources.
So glad that you're here today, Jeanette. Thanks for stopping by. Hey there, Lisa.
Morning, everybody. My name is Lisa Bitzer. I'm the Director of Operations here at VIA, and I'm drinking water, as I always do. And I love to be connected to anything that's VIA, whether it's the people, the riders, the partners, whatever. And we are especially fond of the Boulder County Farmers Market. They are wonderful partners. We have enjoyed every moment of what we do with them and how we are able to help the community. So this one is extra special for me.
Thanks so much, Lisa. Hey, Heather.
Hi, my name is Heather, and I'm drinking cappuccino. So I went to a town hall last week that VIA had, and Zoe, I don't know if you were there, but Lisa was definitely there, and Frank was there and spoke. And these Zoom meetings really saved me when we were all locked down to connect with people. And I've Zoomed with some other organizations like True Pace in Boulder, and next week that little group is getting together for a picnic. We're going to be live, so that's exciting. But I'm excited about summer and the great weather, and we live in Colorado. So thanks for having me.
Thanks, Heather. I'm so glad to hear that these events and events like these have been helpful during this time. They've definitely been helpful to me too. And thanks for being here.
Sure.
Hey, Lyndsy.
Morning, everybody. Thanks, Zoe. My name is Lyndsy Morse. I'm the Director of Marketing and Communications for VIA. I am here because I ended up being free instead of being out today as originally planned. I love these events. It's great to meet you guys, see everybody in person, and just chat a little bit. And I think we're supposed to say what we're excited about for summer. I am most excited to see my family. I haven't seen them in over 20 months. And because of COVID and everything, and working remotely, I'm going to take a trip back east, work remotely, and get to see them. I'm so, so excited.
Yay. Thanks, Lyndsy. Hey, Mickey.
Hi, my name is Mickey. I'm the food access specialist at Boulder County Farmers Markets, and I'm excited to talk today a little bit about our partnership with VIA, which we love so much and has expanded our potential to serve the community exponentially. So I'm really flattered to be here to chat with you all today. On the note that Lyndsy left us with, I'm actually here at my mom's house in California. Haven't been here in a really long time, almost 2 years. So I had a really awesome weekend seeing family and yeah, just being back at home, and it feels really exciting to have everything coming back to some sort of normal. So.
That's fabulous, Mickey. Thank you so much. It looks like a very cozy home that your mom has. I love all the pictures behind you.
Yeah, she's an architect, so she's all about design, and she fits a lot of stuff in her little house here.
Sweet. Hey, Esther.
Hi, everybody. I'm Esther. I work with VIA in the communications department. I work very closely with Lyndsy and Aiko and Zoe and the other Lisa. I'm not sure if Lisa's on there. But anyway, I'm drinking coffee this morning, and I have to echo and say I love these Zoom meetings because I am able to see everybody. I work remotely from New Mexico, Santa Teresa, so I get to see a lot of the coworkers that I dearly miss. So, hi everybody. And my summer favorite, it's really hot over here, but the evenings are really lovely. The sunsets and actually the sunrises are really beautiful down here, down in the south.
Thanks, Esther. Beautiful. It's so good to see you. Hi, Joyce.
Hi, Zoe.
So good to see you.
Thank you. I'm drinking ginger ale. I just had major surgery on my knee. So I'm in manicare right now, trying to get rehab for it. So, and I like these meetings because it keeps me involved with VIA, and then I can tell if the buses don't do anything on our PAC meeting, I can tell Chris.
Perfect. Thanks, Joyce.
For this summer, I'm planning on doing a multi-city. I'm going to, hold on, Massachusetts, and then I'm going to Alaska to see my siblings.
Wow. Gonna put that new knee to good use, huh?
Yeah.
Lovely, Joyce. Oh, that sounds wonderful. And thank you so much for being here. It's always great to see you. So, yes, I would love to turn it over to Mickey next to please talk some about Boulder County Farmers Markets. Boulder County Farmers Markets is a fabulous partner with VIA. We do some really cool things together. I really love working closely with Mickey. We meet pretty regularly to brainstorm ideas on how to expand the food delivery program, but I'll I'll leave all of the news and info to Mickey. Thank you so much. Take it on over.
Thanks, Zoe. So I'll start by giving a bit of the landscape of what our food access programs looked like before the pandemic. We operate many food access programs, but the major ones are the SNAP Double Up Food Bucks and the WIC Farmers Market program. So our SNAP Double Up Food Bucks program is an incentive program where folks who use SNAP, formerly known as food stamps, are incentivized to shop at the market. We will match every dollar they spend at the farmers market with their EBT card. So this was a bustling program at market. And then for our WIC community, we work closely with the Boulder County WIC office, and they distribute a little sticker that goes on the WIC card that every WIC family gets. And a WIC family just has to show up at the market, show their card with that sticker on it, and our food access coordinators hand that family a little bundle of $20 for them to spend at the market. So both of these programs were thriving, really popular, really well utilized. I think in the city of Boulder, we had 85% of all WIC families using our WIC Farmers Market program. So folks loved them, and many people said it really helped bridge the gap between what they get on their WIC card to spend on fruits and vegetables and what their family actually needs. So some families get as little as $9 per month to spend on fruits and vegetables, which isn't enough for one person. So, let alone a family of four. So the farmers market program really helped to bridge that gap between the fruits and veggies that they want and need and what they're able to purchase. So you can imagine last March, when we're gearing up to open the farmers market and a global pandemic lands in Boulder County, how we were really concerned for those families, both the SNAP families and our WIC families, about how we were going to serve those folks who, arguably would be in a worse state than most of the rest of the county. So we quickly pivoted because we were not sure when we would be able to open farmers markets. We pivoted to a model that allowed folks to order in advance and do a curbside pickup. So we started to source product from local farmers and pack them in bags and allow folks, whether they were on WIC or SNAP or not, to come drive through the fairgrounds and pick up a bag. What really changed everything was when we got a call from Lisa Bitzer saying, "Hey, can we help you distribute these bags to the community that you need to serve?" So this allowed us to provide home deliveries to WIC families. Unfortunately, we can't do that with SNAP families because they've still got to swipe a card. It gets complicated when you have to. We didn't want to send VIA drivers with a POS machine. So, but we're able to serve throughout the course of the year, average 150 families per week with a home delivery of fresh fruits and vegetables with their choice of a protein add-on. So some get eggs, some get yogurt, some get a hunk of cheese. whatever they want. So this program has been so successful that it's allowed us to brainstorm about who else we can serve in Boulder County. So Boulder County Public Health approached us and said, hey, you guys are doing so well providing fresh, locally grown fruits and vegetables to WIC families. Would you be interested in doing the same for families that are affected by COVID in some way and quarantining and struggling from food insecurity? So these are families that don't really have another, it's infeasible to order a Whole Foods Amazon delivery. That's too expensive. So working closely with the BCPH epidemiological team and contact tracers. Jeanette, I'd love to know if you were involved in this effort at all, but we're able to identify several families each week and do a drop off for those folks as well. So we then, with the success of that program, we decided to start doing home deliveries or deliveries to childcare centers. We serve 75 childcare centers with a food drop off each week, and that's going really well. And we solicit feedback about how our bags are being received, if everyone's getting what they like, how it's being utilized. And everyone says the driver is so polite, so kind, so courteous, goes the extra mile, to make sure to get it to my door above and beyond. So our WIC families love the VIA drivers. They also love the fresh, nutritious produce they receive. And many call it a life-saving service that got them through the pandemic and beyond. So we are just so excited to be able to do this for our community. And every Monday, the VIA drivers are likely at the warehouse in Longmont, where we pack out all our bags, loading up vehicles and getting them on the road. And it's just a truly bustling, lively program that allows us to really serve the community in such an impactful way. I'll say especially if there was any population that we didn't have the highest utilization with, it may have been our monolingual Spanish-speaking Latinx population. And we've really found this style of service to be really popular within that community. So for one reason or another, this is better utilized in that population than coming to the market and using their WIC cards to receive vouchers, which is really exciting to be able to offer something that's well received there. So like Zoe mentioned, we have a lot of ideas in the pipeline for the other populations that haven't been served by the farmers market food access programs. And we are in the process of doing fundraising and collaborating to be able to offer this service to homebound older adults in Boulder County that are experiencing food insecurity. And we're working hard to find funding sources, and we're partnering with Boulder County Area Agency on Aging to identify folks that would be a good fit for that kind of weekly delivery. So that's really exciting. And we've got some really good, promising leads. So we're hopeful that we can establish something not just for pandemic times, but for, for when everything goes back to normal. We're also looking at ways to serve the Denver WIC population, which is a population we've never been able to serve for funding reasons, among others. So yeah, it's been a really fruitful partnership and allowed us to think outside of the box of how we can help our community without, having them come to the farmers market physically. So I'll also say that when I use the phrase help our community, we're not just helping those who receive the food, but we're providing a sales outlet for our local farmers, our local ranchers, our local producers, which is also such another essential part of making making our community resilient. So I'll stop there. I'm happy to take any questions if I haven't gone way over time. And I'm reading Jeanette's, awesome, cool. I'm so glad that, that you're able to help with the COVID bags. I should also mention that we collaborated with the Harvest of Hope food pantry to supply not just our fruits and vegetables that come from local farms, but also more pantry staples to each household.
This isn't a question, just a comment, but every time I mention this collaborative between VIA and you guys, I get tears in my eyes. Even now I'm getting choked up again. It's just so beautiful to see the connection that we have with you. And it makes me so proud of us and you guys and the way that we've continued to serve through the pandemic. I'm just thrilled and I'm crying again.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing to see, the whole process from, the little communications I have with Chris Baker and Denise and Adriana, in the week leading up, and then when all the VIA drivers show up on Monday, and then reading all the comments from, if you really want to get the waterworks going, I can send you the comments from our WIC recipients. It's truly really heartfelt comments on how amazing this service is and what kind, generous, thoughtful people are doing those deliveries. So
I've only had 3 trips since being, through the pandemic, and on every single one of them, I'm getting my scoop from the drivers. How are you? How's everyone? Who's still driving? All of those questions. And every conversation brings up this service, and just, you can see the pride of, we're doing this, and then they tell about it.
That's so wonderful. Thanks for sharing that.
I really think that VIA and the Boulder County Farmers Market really set the precedence for what needed to be done during the pandemic. If you would have told me pre-pandemic that VIA would be delivering food, I would have said, no, that's not something we do. And wouldn't even given it thought. But now I can't imagine it's something that we ever stop doing. It'll always be a piece of who we are and to help the need in our community. And so, we work hard, Zoe and Mickey and the rest, trying to get funding to make this work. We were lucky enough during the pandemic to have some money set aside that came from the CARES money that allowed us to, be able to do what we did. And the need has certainly grown. In fact, today they're out there loading up and doing their deliveries, and it's jumped considerably in number with all the options. And I just see it really continuing to grow, because we know that there's gonna, even though things are better and people are getting out more, there's, it's still convenient to have someone bring the food to your door and, and not have to go out and get it. Or if you've got children and you can't get out of the house, or you don't drive and you can't get out of the house. So very proud of what we've put together, and I hope it lasts forever.
We do too, Lisa. And realistically, I don't know how many people on this call have kids, but going to the farmer's market with a newborn or a toddler or two toddlers, for some families it's easy and it's fun and it's part of their week. But for other families, especially maybe parents that work on a Saturday, it's not a feasible program to utilize. So this allows us to reach those folks who are young families, young kids that need that exposure to fruits and vegetables to gain that fruit and vegetable literacy, but can't attend the market.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for all that you do, Mickey, and your team at the farmers markets. Does anyone else have any questions or comments that they'd like to share with Mickey?
Yeah, I do. Mickey, how do I get on that? Because I live by myself in an apartment, and maybe in August, my sister won't be able to take me grocery shopping. So what can I do to get my fruit and vegetables that I need?
Well, Joyce, that's a great question. And that speaks to the fact that Zoe and I need to work even harder to get more funding to serve populations that aren't on WIC, but still can benefit from a home delivery. So
yeah, I'm on food stamps.
Yeah, so we do have a double up food bucks program that can be used online, but it does require a pickup. So we have pickups in Boulder, Longmont, Lafayette, and in Denver. And you just
Oh, yeah, Mickey froze for me too. Well, while she's working on unfreezing, oh, there you are. Hi, go ahead.
Was I frozen?
You froze for a sec, Mickey.
Shoot, it's talking and talking. Well, Joyce, the short answer is that we're working on it, and we'll let you know the minute we have something ready for you to take advantage of.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Joyce, I just put a link to the bcfm.org website in the chat. It's bcfm.org/food-access. That has some more information about their Double Up Food Bucks program. And Joyce, if you're also able to request a ride from VIA directly to go to the farmers market, if that's something you'd like to do. Other ways that we're doing food delivery is if you call us up, we can basically schedule to pick up your King Soopers order or similar grocery pickup and bring that to you as well. I think that's right, Lisa? Yeah, that's definitely something that we can help with. So.
Yeah. As long as it's not on a Saturday, because of course VIA doesn't run on the weekends, but if we can get you somewhere, Joyce, to where you can pick it up, then we can certainly work that out.
Okay.
Absolutely. And
hey, Mickey, would you talk about the struggles and the changes that happened, like when winter time came, and a lot of farmers aren't producing food in the winter time, and so how that is changing, because this will now be all year round, and how that affects what you guys do and how it affects the farmers.
That's a great point, Lisa. some of you may know, our farmers markets in Colorado open up in April. In a lot of places, they don't really open up until May or June, and they close in November. And while that is largely due to the fact that not a whole lot of crops grow over the winter, it's more due to the fact that shoppers don't really want to go to a market when it's snowing outside. So farmers do have the capacity to grow a large volume of local food, either in the winter time or that would last through the winter time. They just never have really had a reason to do that because they don't have a sales outlet. So by opening up year-round activity, we now give the farmers a reason to grow for the winter, which is really exciting because it has the potential to really increase their yearly sales and also just increase the amount of the capacity to which Boulder County can feed itself, which is really exciting from, you know, a local economy perspective and also an environmental and sustainability perspective. So much of that is made possible because of VIA. So we're working towards, and so there is sort of this delicate balance between, you know, we don't really know what our potential to supply local produce is in the winter months because farmers haven't really experimented with that. So sometimes it can be hard to match the supply and demand. So we don't want to offer too much. We don't want to promise too much for the winter months to families and community members. But we also want to show that there is enough demand there for the farmers to, and these are conversations that have to start in spring about what their planting cycles are going to look like on their farms. So with 1 year of year-round activity under our belt, we've been able to have these conversations with farmers in February, March, April about what kind of volume we'll need from them to be able to supply our community through the winter.
Thanks. Yes, I'm looking forward to a future where we are working together for year-round access to fresh and locally grown produce and other stuff from our wonderful local farmers. Thanks, Vicki. Thanks for everything that you're doing. That's we're so lucky to have a partner like you.
Thanks, Zoe. I look forward to, I have a monthly meeting with Zoe and she always blows my mind with all the things all the grants we could be applying for. And so I mean, if there's ever been a mutually beneficial partnership, I think this might be one of them.
Definitely agree.
Yep.